Massachusetts. We've been learning all about Massachusetts in 3rd grade, and we've chosen some really cool things to share with you today.
Massachusetts has famous places. Massachusetts has tons of famous people.
And some very important historical events occurred right here in Massachusetts. Hey, there are even famous Massachusetts sports teams.
Hop aboard our hot air balloon and we'll check out some regions, cool cities, and towns of our great state. Hey, that land down there looks like an arm sticking out into the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, that's where we live. It's called Cape Cod. It has lots of beautiful beaches and people love to visit to have fun enjoying the sand and surf.
If you're fond of sand dunes and salty air, quaint little villages here and there, you're sure to fall in love with old Cape Cod.
I love Cape Cod. I love Cape Cod. Let's head to the beach and go swim.
Yeah, and then we can get some yummy clam chowder.
Let's go.
If you like the taste of a lobster stew, served by a window with an ocean.
We're really lucky that we get to live in this beautiful part of Massachusetts.
We sure are. Let's head the coast towards Plymouth.
Hey, what are all those red bogs down there?
Why, those are cranberry bogs. Southeastern Massachusetts is the perfect place to go cranberries. Who doesn't like cranberry jelly or cranberry bread? And what would Thanksgiving be like without cranberry sauce? Whoa, are those cranberries dancing over there? I think so.
Cranberries, why do other fruits stand when I'm with you?
crops that grow in Massachusetts as well. There's corn,
Hay, potatoes, and lots of greenhouses that grow all kinds of plants and flowers.
maple syrup is harvested every spring in parts of our state too.
Sweet.
Hey, there are even farms in Massachusetts that raise dairy, cows, chickens, and even turkeys.
And the residents of Massachusetts love their fresh produce from local growers. Speaking of local, isn't fishing a huge industry in Massachusetts? It sure is. Who wouldn't love to enjoy tasty fish, oyster, or lobster from the shore of Massachusetts?
Clams, and other shellfish too.
Many residents of Massachusetts shore towns are fishermen, and they are very important to the economy of our state.
What's an economy?
An economy is the wealth and resources of a place. In our case, Massachusetts is to making and using the good services people need.
We need to have a way to make money so we can grow and prosper.
Welcome to the Plymouth Colony, the home of the Pilgrims.
Our third grade classes visited Plymouth Plantation in April. We got to see how the Pilgrims and Wampanoags lived and worked back in 1627.
We had a hard life, but we're a hardy bunch.
How about the Native Americans? We were able to grow and prosper.
It was hard to do all the cooking, sewing, and gardening. The women had to take care of all the children and make all the clothes.
The first Thanksgiving by Jack Puletsky. When the Pilgrims first gathered together to share with their Indian friends in the mild autumn air, they lifted their voices in jubilant praise for the bread on the table, the berries and maize, for field and for forest, for turkey and deer, for the bountiful crops they were blessed with that year. They were thankful for these as they feasted away, and as they were thankful today.
Let's head up the coast of Massachusetts. I think we need to let our next crew tour guides take over so we can go and check out the Mayflower.
Massachusetts.
sometime in Boston, but we're going back to the middle of the 1700s.
Did you know that the American Revolution began right here in Massachusetts?
What's the American Revolution?
Why, the American Revolution was when America fought against England. England ruled all the 13 colonies for over 150 years.
You mean we weren't always the United States of America?
Nope. Now for a long time after the Pilgrims lived in Plymouth.
Yeah, a really long time, like 150 years.
The colonists loved being ruled by England. They thought the King of England was the best. That King George is a really cool dude.
Yeah, let's hear for the king.
Long live the king! Long live the king!
And then there was this war called the French and Indian War. Did the French fight the Indians? No, actually the French and Indians were allies. An ally is a friend, someone who sticks by you and helps you out. And they fought against the English colonists trying to take away their land. That war lasted from 1754 to 1763. That's almost 10 years.
And guess who came to help the colonists?
England!
The king sent troops to defend the colonies, and the colonies were protected by England and won the war.
Of course all the colonists were happy and shouting.
Long live the king! Long live the king!
Until the king and parliament started taxing the colonists to help pay for the war. What's a tax? A tax is money a person pays to the government to help pay for things the country needs.
I defended the colonists, and now they owe me big time.
Let's tax troops.
Let's make them provide room and food for our soldiers.
Maybe we can tax their tea and molasses. We know how much they love their tea and molasses.
While we're at it, let's enforce the Navigation Act and make all the colonists buy and sell only to England. Tax, tax, tax.
Now the colonists were not happy about all these taxes.
Many of the colonists felt that they were unfair.
Especially because the colonists were being taxed, but they had no one sticking up for them in Parliament.
They had no saying they didn't like it.
No taxation without representation. No taxation without representation. No taxation without representation. No taxation without representation.
Things started to get bad between the colonists and England. Well, things went from bad to worse.
Now remember, all this didn't happen all at once.
But over the years, little problems became
Big problems.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove it my right song. My power's turned on. Stop it right now. I'll be strong. I'll get my fight song. And I don't really care what nobody else believes. 'Cause I still got a lot of fight left in me.
Colonists started to hate the English soldiers.
Back then, the English soldiers wore fancy red coats, so they were called redcoats.
But some people started calling them lobster backs and telling them to go back home to England.
Lobster back! Bloody back! Go home!
Now,
Lobster back! Bloody back! Go home!
called the Boston Massacre. British soldiers actually fired guns and 5 colonists were killed.
This made the colonists really angry.
Halfway across the globe and we're standing on the ground. Screaming across the way, but we still can't hear a sound. There's no fair trials, no training, no liberties, no team. We've colonized America, we won't stand for tyranny. Okay, and it's too late to apologize. It's too late. I said it's too late to apologize. It's too late.
So the colonists decided to get back at England and their insane tax on tea.
Yeah, when the British taxed the tea, the colonists refused to buy any.
Isn't that called a boycott?
Yes, people protest and refuse to buy goods or services they are boycotting. That way the company can't make any money and of course buy the people change the way that they're doing business.
So the colonists cooked up a plan to dump all the tea aboard a ship into the Boston harbor.
Let's look up as Indians and dump all the tea into the harbor. Yeah, let's go!
I just can't believe what Britain did to me. Made an act of tea. Made an act of tea. The East India Company rented a monopoly. In 773. 773. And they just keep taxing. Never think of asking. Colonists of Boston, let's protest, saying it's gotta be alright. And we're going on a boat. Better grab a coat. We're just gonna dump it off. It's the middle of the night, and we're fighting for a right. We're just gonna dump it off. 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 Dump it off.
And that's what it is. We dump all that tea right into the harbor. Anything to sell.
And the king was mad. I've had it with those ungrateful colonists.
Hey, I know what we can do. Let's make a blockade so no ships can come in or out of the harbor.
That way they can't trade or sell and they will have to obey you.
Great idea.
So the king sent ships and troops to block the entrance to Boston Harbor.
Nobody can enter the harbor or leave the harbor. Those colonists can't get any goods they need into Boston. They'll be trapped like a rat. They'll get back in no time to start obeying the king.
But what happened was all the other colonies, Connecticut, Rhode Island, York, New Jersey, got really mad at the king for the way he was acting.
I'll send Boston food.
I'm sending clothes and shoes.
I'll send guns and ammunition to fight.
And Boston endured.
Yeah, until the British decided to secretly march to conquer
tried to capture the leaders of the Sons of Liberty and made their ammunition.
Now that's a story that's gone down in history books.
There were 3 guys who tried to warn towns around Boston that the redcoats were coming.
But one of those dudes got really famous and got most of the credit for preparing the towns of the marching British. Have you ever heard about a guy named Paul Revere?
The British are coming! The British are coming! The British are coming! The British are coming!
Paul Revere's Midnight Ride by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. On the 18th of April in 75, Hardland man is now alive, who remembers that famous day and year. He said to his friend, if the British march by land or sea from town to night, hang a lantern aloft the belfry arch to the North Church tower as a single light. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea, and I on the opposite shore will be, ready to ride and spread the alarm through every Middlesex village and farm, for the country's folk to be up in arms.
The British are coming! The British are coming! The British are coming!
What followed was the Minutemen, who were ready at minute notice when the British arrived.
Shots were fired and a bloody battle ensued, and that event became known as the shot heard around the world.
Yeah, that means it was wicked important to the history of the United States of America.
Yep, it's pretty cool that the American Revolution began right here in Massachusetts.
Whoa, I'm feeling time moving. I think it's time for us to go.
Well, hello everyone. Let's fly out to Worcester to see all the factories.
What's that huge body of water down there?
That's the Quabbin Reservoir.
In the early 1900s, there were several little towns in the valley where the Swift River flows.
The city of Boston had a powerful thirst and needed more water for the Boston residents.
They came to us and asked to borrow houses and move our homes so they could flood the valley to create the Quabbin Reservoir. The reservoir provides clean drinking water for the city of Boston and surrounding towns. It was a tough decision, but the townspeople agreed, and the little towns are flooded to create the Quabbin Reservoir.
Let's head over to the Pioneer Valley of Massachusetts.
That's where the land is low between the hills and the Connecticut River flows.
Lots of early settlers settled along this river. Not only did it provide a means of transportation, its rich soil was perfect for growing crops.
Hey, that looks like Springfield down there, right next to the Connecticut River.
Cool, I see a park down there in Springfield with lots of statues of characters from Dr. Seuss.
Why are those in Springfield?
Because Dr. Seuss lived in Springfield.
There was a man named Dr. Seuss. He wrote a lot of stories. S-E-U-S-S, S-E-U-S-S, S-E-U-S-S. He wrote a lot of stories. There was a man named Dr. Seuss. He wrote a lot of stories.
in Massachusetts, too. Do you see that basketball-shaped building? That's Basketball Hall of Fame.
Look in the distance, you can see the beautiful Berkshire Hills and Mount Greylock, the highest peak in our state.
Massachusetts has beaches, hills, and even mountains.
Yeah, and Massachusetts has some amazing sports teams too.
We've heard all about the passion of the people of Massachusetts, but we could never do a tour of Massachusetts without a tribute of our beloved sports teams.
We live to cheer for them.
Cry for them.
And generally just love them.
Welcome to the best sports teams in the world!
First, welcome the New England Patriots.
Next, let's hear for the Boston Red Sox.
Give it up for the Boston Celtics.
And we can't forget the New England Revolution soccer team.
Let's hear it for the Boston Bruins. There are lots of other places to visit and people to meet in Massachusetts, but we've run out of time.
Maybe next year's third graders can continue our tour of the wicked cool state.
Thanks for joining us on our tour of Massachusetts. See you next year for more of
The wicked cool state of Massachusetts!
I just can't believe what Britain did to me.